Hey, what's up everybody? Hungry Hussey here. Today I'm going to show you how to turn a very cheap cut of meat, a chuck roast, into something that tastes like prime rib. Yes, that is right. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook this chuck roast that I got, nice chuck roast, got it from Food Line. They had them on sale for $3.49 a pound, which is a pretty good deal. So I grabbed up a couple. I love using chuck roast. I'll do many things with them, like stew meat. I can grind my own burgers, or I can do this, or cook a roast, of course. So what we're going to do today is, or actually it's going to be over 2 days, because it's going to take 1 day to cook, is we're going to cook this chuck roast in the sous vide. Sous vide means under pressure, and you're going to cook it very low and slow for an extended period of time. And that time is 24 hours. I'd like to say anywhere from 18 to 24 hours, but generally for me, 24 hours is about the norm. So we're going to go into the kitchen and we're going to do this roast up, okay? All we're going to do, we're going to put it in a bag, we're going to vacuum seal it, we're going to put it into the sous vide and just let it hang out for 24 hours. And then after that, we're going to sear it on the Blackstone. We're going to put all kinds of nice good stuff on it. There's going to be some butter sauce, and it'd be like, oh my, it'd be like, oh, I'm so excited. That's right. It's going to be some good groceries, guys. You will not want to miss it. So let's go into the kitchen. Let's get this roast prepped and get it in the water. All right, check it back. Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're in the kitchen. We got this nice chuck roast right here. We're just going to take it out of the package, and we're just going to put a little bit of salt on the top. And on the other side, well, actually all the way around. You really don't need to put anything else because salt is really going to be the only thing that'll penetrate this meat. Add all your aromatics on the sear end. Doesn't matter. You're going to add other stuff, and you're going to say it doesn't taste. It doesn't. I don't get that taste. Well, where is it at? And the thing is, it doesn't penetrate. So salt is your friend here, and that's all you really need. Okay. So we're going to get this roast cut open, put it on our cutting board, put some salt in it, and we're going to vacuum seal it. Be good to go. All right, let's get to it. All right, so got our chuck roast. Beautiful chuck roast. I mean, this is a 3.24, so 3¼ pound chuck roast, and there it is, $3.49 a pound. So it's quite a bit of meat here. Okay. We're just gonna put that there. All right, now we're just gonna take some salt and we're just going to liberally just put your hand there. That way some of that don't fly off. All right. They say about a teaspoon a pound is what they say. I just kind of put it on there. All right. You want to make sure you try to get the sides and the ends, stuff like that. You can just take your roast and just kind of pat it there. There you have it. All right. We're gonna get our hands washed, and we're gonna get our we're gonna put it in a vacuum bag. All right. Just take it and slide it in the bag here. It's a big old boy right there. A big old boy. And you just kind of push it down, and then you just vacuum seal it. Let it do its thing. There you go. So we got this vacuum. Now let's throw it in the pot. So here's our pot. This is what I use. This is an old canner pot. What I like about it is I can put it on the stove and get it up to temp really fast. So I got it set at 131 degrees. We are going to go at 131 degrees for 24 hours. Here's a little trick. You got a lot of this laying around, I'm sure. To help this retain a lot of its heat, you can put some bubble wrap over top. Don't need some kind of special gadget to go around there, so it makes it nice and easy. All right, so 24 hours, y'all. I'll see ya. Hey, welcome back, folks. It's been 24 hours. Actually, it's been a little bit longer than that. It's actually been about 30. And that's the great thing about sous vide is it really don't have to be exact. If you went for 24, 26, 28, 30, it's not going to matter, all right? So a few things I want to note is you do the pinch test on this meat. So it's done. And the pinch test is when you feel it, does it give or is it still tough? If it gives in a little bit, I mean, you can tell if it's tender, okay? If not, let it go another 6 hours, just breaking those fibers down, okay? So one thing I like to do after a long sous vide cook, and I like to try to do it on all kinds of stuff, is give it the shock treatment. What do you mean by shock? I take a bowl, okay, after it's done, 24 hours, put it in a bowl of ice and get that temperature down quickly. That's for safety, and I feel like it does something awesome to the meat. I don't know. It seems like I get better results through my sous vide foods doing it this way, okay? I'm going to show you how I do it. So I got this ice bath, right? It's just in a big bowl. You just want to take your meat out. You want to put it in that bowl, and you might have to put more ice in it occasionally because it's going to melt, okay? And then you want to put that in the refrigerator. That's called shocking it, okay? And so we're just going to put this in the fridge, and I'll let this go like overnight, okay? Or up to like 12 days or so. So then what we're going to do when we're ready to cook it, get the sous vide back up to temperature, 131 degrees, all right? Put it over here, 131 degrees. And I put it in there for about an hour on this chuck roast because it's kind of big. Sometimes you can shock if it's like a small piece of meat. You don't even have to go back into sous vide. But this is a thick piece of meat, and it needs to come back up to temperature. And we're going to get it ready to sear. So, all right. I'm going to come back when we're ready to cook this thing. All right. All right. It's a couple days later. This chuck roast been in the refrigerator. We've shocked it. All right. We've shocked it. Take it out of the refrigerator. Okay, nice big hunk of meat. I mean, this thing, I mean, it's nice and squishy. It's going to be nice. It's going to be real good. I'm going to put it back in the sous vide. I got it running at 131 degrees. And what this is going to get the temperature back up. It's going to get it back up to temperature. And then we're going to cut the bag. We're going to pat it dry, we're going to season it, and we're going to sear this bad boy on the Blackstone. We're going to have some nice herbs, some garlic. It's going to be a nice butter bath over this faux prime rib, okay? Whew, boy, it's going to be some good groceries. All right, so I'm going to let this go for about an hour, okay? And then we're going to get it ready to sear, all right? See you back in an hour. Hey, welcome back. Our chuck roast faux prime rib, it's been in here after the shock for about an hour. It's warm, should be good to go, be ready for the sear. So we're going to get that ready. We're going to transfer this over to a cutting board. We're going to get rid of some of these juices, and then we're going to pat it dry, put our seasoning on it, and be all good. So, all right, let's get to the cutting board, all right? First things first is I want to get rid of these juices. You can add this to your au jus. This makes it great. It's just like, it's nice and beefy. All right. So it makes a great stock. I wish I was all cute and stuff like Guga, sous vide everything whenever he does his. But there it is. We're just going to take a paper towel, going to blot it, make sure get all that moisture off to get a good sear. Okay. flip it. You see it's just falling apart. Falling apart on me. It's perfect medium rare too. Kind of see. We could probably just pinch that off right there, honestly. That's how tender it is. So we're just going to take just a little bit of oil and on both sides. And that's just to get everything to adhere. Okay, just going to take some salt. Remember, we salted this earlier, so you don't want to do a lot of salt, but this is a big piece of meat. Okay, I'm actually going to not pepper this. I'm not going to pepper this simply because the pepper kind of burns when you sear it. Okay, salt. This is this gunpowder. It's called Sure Shot Seeds. It's in my Amazon store. It's pretty good stuff. I'm gonna be kind of liberal with it. It does have MSG in it. I'm sorry. If you're susceptible to MSG, don't use that. Okay. And we're gonna use a little bit of this beef powder. This has a little bit of MSG too. Just gives it a little bit more beefy flavor. Okay. Not much. It's a lot of sodium here, so you want to be very careful with the salt and the Sure Shot Seeds and the Weilers. And that's it. If you notice here, I got some like a half a stick of butter, 3 cloves of garlic. I got some thyme and I got some rosemary. That's going to be our sauce. We're going to put it on the board and we'll put it over this roast. So, all right, I'll see you over at the Blackstone. All right, hey guys, welcome back. Woohoo! Choo choo! It's a good grocery train right there now. Blackstone, it's up to temp, 400, 425. Nice, good sear. We're going to lay a little bit of oil down right where our roast is going to be, okay? And we're going to put this sucker down on the Blackstone. Ooh, you hear that sear? You hear it? So we put that on, okay? We're going to let it go for, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes on that side. Oh, wait a minute. It's about time to put this big honking press on there, really get that crust. You hear that? That's going to be awesome. Little trick on these presses. That way you don't have to, keep cleaning them up. Just get you some aluminum foil, just wrap around it. Makes cleanup easy. Makes it, this is cast iron. Kind of tough to keep clean, 2 to 3 minutes. We're going to flip, all right? Get back. All right, it's been 2 to 3 minutes. I'm ready to flip this bad boy. Let's see what it looks like, all right? I think it's going to be good. It's going to be good groceries. Holy moly. Good night. Dang it, boy. You see that? Look at that. You see that crust? 2 to 3 minutes. All right, y'all. This other side, it's been 2 to 3 minutes. Would you look at that crust? It is amazing. All right, let's see what this other side looks like. Just as beautiful. I'm gonna put this butter right there. And we're just gonna baste this thing. All right, put our thyme, put our rosemary in there. All right. Oh man, smell that fragrance already. A little bit of oil. That's olive oil, by the way. Infuse this butter. Oh my gosh, y'all. And then we're just gonna do this right here. We're just gonna do that right there. What? Woo! Dang it, boy! I'm so excited! Woo! Look at that right there, boy. We're just gonna bathe it. We're just gonna bathe it. I gotta take a picture of this for Instagram, alright? Let's get it on the cutting board, alright? Boy, that's going to be some good groceries right there. That's going to be some good groceries. Good groceries. Beautiful. Oh, butter's browned up nicely. Y'all gonna like it. You're gonna like it. You should do it. We're gonna let that chill. Cut the Blackstone off. It's done. Thank you, Blackstone. We're gonna let this chill just for a little bit. We're gonna slice it. We're gonna try it. All right, boys and girls, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's slice this thing. So, I call it a faux prime rib, and it's just because of, it gets tender as a prime rib. It's nice and juicy. Man, that flavor. It's very beefy. I got that beef powder on there. It's tender. It's very tender. A lot of times this over here is the more tender part than this here. But man, alive is this good. So try to look at that. Beautiful. Who would ever think you could do this to a chuck roast and it'd be that tender? This is a pretty easy cook. Just got to take some planning, from the sous vide point of view. But it's a great way to cook a very cheap piece of meat. $3.49 a pound for this, as opposed to, heck, who knows, for prime ribs. So it's just good. So I appreciate each and every one of you watching. If you don't know, you go to blackstoneproducts.com, enter my code HungryHussey, and you get 10% off and free shipping. I do want to wish everyone a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. If I don't see or hear from you between then, hopefully you will. I do plan on doing some stuff through the holiday. But yeah, have a blessed holiday, y'all. And I'll see you next time. Until next time, Hungry Hussey is out.